News digging deeper tonight into a highly critical new audit of the D.C. police use of force policies. This comes after the man you see here, Karon Hylton-Brown, died during a police chase back in 2020. New tonight, our Carl Willis spoke with the auditors of that report about their new recommendations.
A new report from the D.C. auditor raises concerns about what the office calls a failure by MPD to enforce accountability when it comes to the officers involved in the death of Karon Hylton-Brown in 2020. The 20-year-old was on a moped and killed as the result of what Internal Affairs called an improper police pursuit.
To have the worry that this might mean the district is no longer following best practices or is sort of backsliding from where it's been historically for the last 20-some years, that is very worrying.
In the report, the D.C. auditor critical of Chief Pamela Smith's decision not to fire officers Terence Sutton and Lieutenant Andrew Zabavsky, as recommended by MPD's Disciplinary Review Division.
And the chief has not explained her decision. She had a couple of chances before the D.C. Council. She failed to provide an answer.
The disciplinary arm of the department finding that the officers misused their body-worn cameras and issued false or misleading statements. Sutton was convicted of charges including second-degree murder, and Zabavsky convicted of obstruction of justice. But as their cases were under appeal, President Trump pardoned them in January. MPD defending its decisions to ultimately allow Zabavsky to retire and suspend Sutton for 25 days. Writing in a statement, quote, "Once those cases were dismissed, MPD conducted a comprehensive administrative review, including evidence that had been excluded from the criminal trial. That review found no indication of criminal conduct either during the attempted stop and pursuit or in the members' subsequent actions." The D.C. Justice Lab writing, "If D.C. residents can't trust that MPD leadership is credible in how they hold officers accountable, how can the community trust the officers with their neighborhoods?" According to MPD, presidential pardons do not erase policy violations, but they do factor into employment decisions.
The overall reaction is nothing to see here. That kind of refusal to acknowledge that you're capable of improvement is a bad sign.
Carl Willis, 7 News.
The D.C. Police Union also responded, saying the recommendations are, quote, redundant or impractical, ignoring existing MPD reforms and the realities of policing. You can read their full statement in this article on our website. Just scan the QR code on your screen or go to WJLA.com. You'll also find all of our reporting on this case right there on the home page.